Ever feel like your brain is overloaded with ideas, tasks, and random thoughts, but you have nowhere to put them? Trust me, I've been there. That's why I use Notion as my second brain, to keep everything organized, from daily planning to content ideas and even self-care. In today's video, I'm giving you a full tour of my Notion setup and showing you exactly how I organize my life so you can create a system that works for you. And if you want to skip the setup process, stay tuned to the end. I've got a special discount code for the Notion templates in my shop. If you love productivity and digital planning, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more. So here is the setup of my Notion board. I've set, this is, I think this is the only emoji that I have set on my Notion board. The rest are like the standard icons that come with it. So yeah, this is my dashboard. Over here I've got daily to-dos. Don't forget to follow me now. Alright, weekly to-do, monthly to-do, which I don't use very often because I can't plan that far ahead, but like for to-do tasks, but everything else is in here and I'll show you that. So first up, we've got a link to all of my pages. We've got business, personal, finance, Gateway, which is the company that I work for. Moving because November 10th we are moving to Thailand and I'm super excited. I will do future videos specifically on us moving to Thailand and our plans and, cleaning out the bus and doing all that stuff. So definitely follow along if you're interested to see that and to see when we get to Thailand. Over here's school. The next semester starts May 5th, so there's really not much in there, but I'll show you how I have that set up. Alright, down here is my monthly view. You'll see that it's empty and I'll show you, like the 17th right here has a TikTok. But I've already done that. Actually, this week I'm starting to bulk make my TikToks on Sunday and just schedule them. Except Instagram, I don't understand why Meta Business Suite isn't working, but whatever. So I have this little done checkbox, and when I check that, it'll know that the TikTok is completed and it's gone on the 17th. So today, I've done my TikTok. I'm recording my video now, so I'll check that off. I'm at work, so all that's left to do today is edit my video. Over here, I have like a chill study playlist through Spotify. And over here, I have quick links to pages that are linked within other pages. So I've got the Sandy Saga, Refined Satin, Freelance Planner, Dark Modern Agency, and Smart Fitness. I'll go more into depth on what those look like and what they are in a little bit. But for right now, this is basically just everything that's in there in my calendar. But it's, I can check it off, see the day, see like the shift that I work for when I do work, and as you can see, it's pretty extensive. It even says load more. I think it says it 2 or 3 times before I get through clicking it. But yeah, we'll go to the next month and see we've got all sorts of things already planned. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit more about my daily to-do. So the red is like things that have to be done pretty soon. So I'm going to check off record YouTube videos since I'm doing that. With that down here, I have to create a chore chart. I'm still working on that. It's a pain, especially when you live in the bus with 2 people. So then I have to add my workouts to my Notion, which I will show you guys where they go a little bit later. So first we're going to start with business. As you'll start to notice, all of these are color coded. So this one's the green one. I've got buttons on every single page, and if I click it, then it'll take me home, like back to my dashboard. So I've got some links here, some quick links. I've got NeuroGoods, which is basically this YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok. I thought about starting a Blue Sky account. Let me know if you guys are on there. I have a Twitter account, I just haven't done anything with it. And Pinterest, I'm just gonna run like some basic ads and things on there. But alongside this YouTube channel, I have my shop that's called NeuroGoods. And that's where I put a bunch of like wellness and self-help things that I've created, like Notion templates, journal prompt, journals. I have a couple freebies down there if y'all want to check them out. The link is in my bio and I'll put it in the description. Refined Satin, that's like a faceless TikTok account that I tried to blow up and it was unsuccessful, mostly because I didn't put a lot of effort into it, but that's okay. And then freelance, so we're going to start with NeuroGoods. There's like my mission statement, the brand colors, the website. These are product ideas. We'll go into the Sandy Saga. This is basically my content creation tab where I keep all of my content organized, and you'll see more once it loads at some point. So if I hit back, it'll take me back to the business page, and if I hit home, obviously it will take me home. So I've got YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter or X, and YouTube Shorts. These are my content pillars: mental health, lifestyle, and meditation. These are some content ideas that I have to schedule for the next month. This is everything that's already been scheduled for this month. This is everything that I still have to film. this one I'm at recording right now. And some of these green ones are scheduled, but the rest of them are already published. And then I have a link to the gratitude freebie that I will link down in the description. Then I have my follower count. I don't know why it's like that. I have 17 followers and I have that like put in there. So I haven't figured out this chart, but I stopped paying for Notion, like the full version, a while ago, so I can only have one, and so I can't really mess with it as much as I'd like. So if you click on these little galleries, you'll see like YouTube, because all of them are set up the same, just with different content. So I've got my content pipeline, I've got new things that I'm completing, things that I'm researching, things that I'm scripting. Oh my god. So yeah, things that I'm scripting, things that I'm actively filming, things that I'm editing, things that are ready to publish, things that are scheduled, and then I think the published and canceled are hidden in this, but I have my content calendar, and then the content that I've published in the past. I'm not sure why this is being so slow all of a sudden. So anyway, yeah, that's my one for the Sanity Saga. Shameless self-plug, my other socials are always linked at the very bottom of my descriptions in every single video. My TikTok, my Instagram, my shop, and I believe my email is down there. If not, you can find my email on my Instagram. Or find that, and I'm not going to show you just because it's set up exactly like NeuroGoods. Freelance is also, actually, it's not set up like everything else. So these are gig ideas that I have. Dark Modern Agency, that's like my marketing part of it. That one is set up like Refined Satin and NeuroGoods, but the freelance planner is not, and I will show you guys this one. I don't think I've worked on it much just because I haven't been doing much freelance work. I've got a buddy that I'm like editing his podcast and created like some background videos and helped him with his intro and things like that on. So these are like different tasks. I can make a new task, new project, new client, resource, invoice, and contract. These are the different pages in here, like finance, contract and invoices, resources, CRM, client projects, tasks, and freelance profile. This will show my monthly finances if I had any in this category, but I do not. These were just to make sure that the code that I put in this database worked. Again, from the code. This is just music. I just put it there as a space holder until I got my Apple Music all fixed up and embedded in there, and these are different resources. And again, back and home, I have these on pretty much every page. It's just a lot easier for me to navigate than going up here, because a lot of them are like separate pages that aren't linked directly to my dashboard, like this one is up here. So it's just easier to get back to where I was or to where I'm going. So this is the same calendar that's in the dashboard part of my page. We'll go back home. All right, next one over is personal. Hi, sorry, I feel like I'm looking at my computer right now. So we have the lovely SZA over here in the corner, but this one is blue. We've got personal, my button to go home. This is my habit tracker. It tracks things like drinking water, sleeping, AM and PM meds, shower, workout, meditate, journal. Workout will hopefully be clicked a little bit more in the next coming week or so. Meditate as well, and then journal. Well, y'all have known since the beginning of this channel that I cannot journal straight to save my life, but that's okay. Over here I have the chore chart. There is literally nothing in it. I haven't created it yet. And I have my meditation tracker, which I'll show you real quick. I actually have this one, like a template version of this in the description below on my shop. So over here, I've got quick buttons like meditation, repeat affirmations, 5 senses, set intentions, visualization, breath work. It can show me different things over here. Here it is already linked to my playlist of guided meditations here on YouTube, so you need to go hunt for those. We have different types of meditation: affirmation, mindfulness, intention setting, visualization, mindful breaths, and 5 senses. And then you can click these buttons to start, and it will populate on here. This one was just a test one I did, just like the other page, to test the code. You can favorite it. You have a duration of your meditation. You have the session date and time. You have buttons to start and end the session. This is just a method. You can add like a picture that represents your state of mind, or a picture of you actually meditating, whatever you want to do. And there are just some steps, an overview of the date, time, duration, and location. You can rate this meditation that you did from 1 to 5 stars. You have mantras and affirmations. You have a place to put those. Things you're focused on, if it was a focused guided meditation or focused meditation. Your mood at the start, and then your mood at the end, and then you have a place for insights and thoughts, like insights, signs, words, other things like that may have came to you while you're meditating. space to put something you're grateful for, something you'll accomplish, and something you need to work on. And when you start when you push any of the buttons up here, I'll actually show you guys these. It'll ask if you're ready to begin. You hit start, and then it'll say that it's in progress. It'll have all the same things that I wrote, or I've read you guys. And then I can hit end session here, and it will populate down here on the calendar to show you. I think that's pretty much it. The template that I've shared for you guys, you don't have the back and home buttons just because you have to link them to a specific page that's already created. If you guys enjoyed this video or this type of content, then I can definitely show you guys how I create the buttons and different things in Notion, just to help you make yours a little bit more like mine if you want. So definitely let me know by liking this video and commenting down below. Alright, so going back into personal, we have my fitness and nutrition page in here. So I've just got a little quote here, again, back home. I haven't made this one aesthetic yet. I'm just trying to get it to have the bulk of the information that I need. Alright, hopefully this video worked out better because I ran out of space and had to stop halfway through. So don't remember the last thing I said, but I can record new exercises, I can record new routines, like yoga is already in there. This is a calendar showing me when I work out. Obviously it's not been much this month. But I have a button here to record today's workout. Once I add them in, this will show me like workouts that I can do. So I have settings, and that's basically like height, weight, things like that. Pounds versus kilograms and things like that. Got goals here, inspiration, which is, actually I'll show you all this one. You may recognize a few of the people on here. So yeah, just some inspiration to keep me going, I guess. That's a little collage that I made, so that way it all fit nicely, because I did not like how it looked when I just put the images straight into Notion. So I've got a place to store my workout music, my routines, my workout plan, and then tracking. I can track my exercise. Alright, so I've got a way to keep my progress tracked in here. Then I have nutrition, meal planning, grocery planner, and recipes. And then I have different healthy habits that I want to track that I've done over the days. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything interesting in here. So we'll go back to personal. And then coming down here, we have the journal portion that I never use, as you can see. You click new note and a new one pops up. And then you have brain dump. You can hit new note and a brain dump will pop up there too. That's just where I store the original chart page. Forgot that was down there, truthfully. And then this is the basic schedule. So I'll show you Wednesday. It'll start with like things to do in the morning, things to do for the work day, evening, and then the night. And then once I click it, it goes away. As you can see, based on Tuesday, I did not work out today. All I have to do is relax when I get off work and then go to sleep tonight. And then I have a spa in here. I'm missing a view. Okay, whatever. I have the way to see every day of the week at one glance, and I'm not missing a one. Alright, there's the other view that I was looking for. This will be all tasks, and then this is where I come and unclick everything on Sunday night. And I can change, like, you know, the type of activity, the part of the day, the time, the day of the week. And then the task is over here. So let's put that back on Tuesday so I can use that later. And then here is a smaller version of that big calendar that I have in the business page and on my dashboard. These don't disappear as I click them, just so I can have like a little glance at like, okay, I cleaned the sink and then did a TikTok work, TikTok, edit video, record video work, you know, so on. And then this is the schedule database that I have. I just hit that down there so that way this one looked a lot nicer. And then over here, I can go back home, it will load, then, all right, moving on, we've got finance. It'll come up at some point, I'm sure. All right, so this is where I keep all of the finances and things together. This is the date and time that I last updated it. Here is our button to get back home. This is like the name of the expense. And then we have the amount that I've allotted for budget-wise, and then the total spending over here. I am going to blur these numbers out just because y'all don't need to be up in my business. But down here, this is where we have all of the expenses and the amount that I've actually spent, and then notes about like what some of those expenses are, like the shopping one and the other one. And that automatically populates up here, so that way I can compare how much I plan to spend a month versus how much I have spent already. All right, and down here is input. It's where I get the money from, when I get the money, and in the middle is how much. And then it gives me a sum. If you notice, under every database, we have a button, and it's going to do a new month for that database. If I click on it, it'll just populate with an empty one for the next month. I estimate my next check here, which I haven't done in a while just because it's been pretty steady. My goal is to save $10,000 from when we moved to Thailand. $250 a week is $1,000 a month, which would equal $9,750 plus my leftover tax money and school grant money. And then after taxes, this is how much I make an hour versus overtime. Then I have my monthly estimated check, and then after bills and savings is how much I'll have left over at the end of the whole. It just depends on the month. So yeah, and then over here is finance data history. I'll click on this and show you guys. It's literally just the database for every single database that I have. It's the database, you know? All right, so see here we've got February, output, expenses, and input, March, budget. I didn't realize I changed the name of that, but expenses and input, April, May, so on and so forth. And then as always, I've got my little back button here. All right, that's pretty much it on that page. All right, going back to the dashboard, we have Gateway. Like I said, Gateway is the company that I work for. I am a recovery support specialist working in a long-term mental health group home for adults, which I think is pretty cool. As usual, home button. I've got quick links here too. I have group ideas, a shift report. That's just a template where I put in everything every day and then just transfer it over to my email and send it to my coworkers. Unit 3, I don't have anything in here yet. I may use that for like meal planning and different things like that for the house, but this is just info about where. So this is a calendar showing when I work, when I was off, when I had meetings and trainings and different things like that. These are some group topics that are to be planned. All right, and then down here we have the hours that I've worked this month. So we have work over here, the date, the location, worked from, to, and then how many hours that was, and then a total of hours that I've worked so far over the month, which I'll actually add that in real quick. All right, then as you can see, the sum of that updates. So yeah, not really much interesting in here, but I do like the purple and all of my little pictures. All right, using our home button to get back home. All right, we will scroll down. We've got my moving page next. All right, so I really like this one. I've put a lot of time into editing the aesthetic of it. So I've got the mountains of Chiang Mai back there. I have some quick links over here. Obviously my home button as usual. I've got condo options, budgeting, and a mood board. This is just a timeline of different tasks that I have. The status of them and the timeline. Here is just another list of all the tasks in order of when I have to do them. Some of them have different things like finalizing the accommodations. Under flights, I have to purchase them, and then I have to do the visas, our school, because we're getting an education visa to stay in Thailand for the year until we can get a DTV visa. And the hostel, and then takeoff, that would be a purchase plane ticket, is under that one. So this is just a calendar of all the different things that I have to do. This I can actually mark as done. All right, and then I gotta save again on my paycheck, save again on that paycheck, and that takes care of everything down there. So the condo options, I'm going to show you guys. All right, so my mic died and we're voiceovering the rest of this video. So we've got little galleries here with each of the condo properties. In this table, it's the same thing. We have the properties, the address, contact number, rent, square feet, the status of like the application process, which we're not signing anything until we get over there. And then we have the amenities that it comes with, like gym, pool, washer, dryer, balcony, microwave, Wi-Fi, things like that. We've got the site, the floor that it's on, and then the amount of miles it is from school, like the distance. All right, so going back. All right, so we're back on the moving page, and then I'm going to show you guys the budget. I'm just gonna leave the prices showing on this one just because they are going to change. I'm going through a travel agent that my dad has recently used, and hopefully she can get us a good deal on our flight and hostel and some activities to do. So here's the budget. We've got the flights, visa, school, and then the hostel. And then those are the prices for that. You can see where it's a sum at the bottom there. And then right here is kind of like my finance page. We've got, you know, the amount, like the expenses and what everything is. And then once we get there, I'll put in the amount that we've spent and it will populate over here for like, you know, how much we spent, if we're under or over budget, things like that. So that's what we'll save by the end, $92.50 plus leftover tax money and my student loans. We're gonna sell the bus for $8 to $10K. We've got our monthly and travel budget because we're gonna be staying from Michigan the last month we're in the United States. And then I've got the total that it'll cost us to be in Michigan. Right here is our mood board. It's just a couple different things. We've got some temples, Lantern Festival, which we might be there for this year. We've got a market, some water markets, the Thai flag, some places in Chiang Mai, the back of a tuk-tuk, which I thought was really cool. I think that's it for this one. We're gonna go back. I don't have to show you the mood board because I was connected to budgeting, so let's go back to our main page and I will show you the very last piece or part of my board, and that will be school. Alright, so down here, we've got our home button as usual. We've got some different quick links that will help us out, you know, Blackboard, Gmail, all the good things. These are the classes I'm currently taking. That is English 102, social psychology, I believe, and then we've got personal wellness. That's just an easy science without a lab. And then all of my assignments will populate to these two things. We've got just a list of things, and then we've got the dates. We've got some notes down here. So I'll show you what's in the actual classes. Alright, English 102, you can choose, get out of here. You can choose the subject from this drop-down menu. I've got the timeline of the course dates. My syllabus link will go here when I get it. This is the credits for the class and the status. Got enrolled, taking, not yet taken, passed, and failed. And then I'll click this when it's taken, so that way it will disappear from the classes that I have to take. Alright, down here, same thing. We've got a timeline and a board view of the different assignments, and it'll all populate together so I can see them individually and on the screen down here. Alright, so these are the classes I have to take. That's algebra. I don't remember what PC that one is, what PC stands for, but it's a science, I'm sure. Public communication, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, we've got like 3 or 4 different psychology classes. One of them is stats. Wait, yeah, that one is the same. We're going to delete that one. Alright, so yeah, we've got like 4 or 5 different classes that I've got to take left before I can transfer to WGU to get my bachelor's of psychology, and then I plan on going to University of Southwest to get my master's in psychology. Then I'll do internships and things, and clinicals, rotations, and I'm hoping to own my own private practice one day. Alright, then over here you can see all the classes that I've already taken and passed. And then down here, you can see all of the classes needed for my degree with that 61 credit hours that I need to graduate. Let's put that back, and then we will go back home. If you heard me hitting my vape just then, no you didn't. Alright, so like I promised, I will show you guys the home base Notion template that's for sale in my shop. It doesn't have everything that mine does, but it's got most of it. If you guys enjoy my Notion board enough, because it's got quite a few different things on it extra, I can put the exact template that I use in my shop as like a premium version and just keep this one as like a light version. So I'll do a poll in the description, y'all let me know. We've got learn, personal, finance, and then if you click this, a new page will populate. It'll just be a blank page that you can edit. It will come up with the picture that's linked and the actual page itself, so you can just click it and go to that page like every other one. Same as mine, daily, monthly, weekly to-do list, assignments or tasks. You can edit that however you want. Here's your big calendar. I've got some hyper gaming music in there, just because this is gaming themed. You can definitely edit this to be whatever aesthetic you want. But for now, let's go into learn and see what I got in there. Alright, we got our home button as usual, some quick links where you can add helpful things in. You can add to your classes, units, tasks, whatever you want. Assignments, just like mine, it'll populate from in there, down there. And that's all I've got for that one. We can go back home. God, this shit's being slow tonight. Alright, then we'll go over into personal. Alright, in here it's pretty much the same as mine. Home button, habits, like drink water, get a full night's sleep, a couple other things. Over here it shows you your progress on how well you're doing with that specific task. And then down here it populates to show how you're doing on each day with every task. Down here you've got the journal area. Put your thoughts, brain dump, still got the buttons. This is just an example daily schedule that I've set up. You can, go in and change it with the times and dates and parts of day and things like that. Here's the database for the daily schedule. I find it easier to go in there and change everything out on this bigger page. So you can change add a day, take a day. You can change the time, part of day, different types of activities. I think I have like, yeah, personal, work, and other. Then you've got all of your clicky doodads. I don't have a back button on here, but you can add one, or you can just click up there like I did. All right, I think that's it for this board. We'll go back home and then we'll check out the finance. All right, and this one is set up pretty much exactly like mine. It just doesn't have the buttons to populate new months every month, because that was a bitch to set up. So it's the expenses and like different types of bills and everything. And then over here is like where you spent it, like Walmart and H&M. Over here, your budget and then your total spending. You can compare those two, which populates from down here. And then over here is your income, you know, check, amount, date. You can have some notes like 10 hours of overtime. And then down here is just some general financial notes. You can make your goal to save however much you want or for something specific. So let's go back home from here. And yeah, I think that about wraps this board up. Remember, if you want a copy of it, the link to my shop to this specific product is in the description, and you can get the meditation tracker separately. And yeah. And that's how I keep my life organized in Notion. I hope this gave you some ideas for creating your own system that works for you. If you want to save some time and get started right away, I've put together some Notion templates to make the process super easy. You can check them out in my shop, Notion Goods, link down below at notiongoods.com. And don't forget to use the discount code I promised you, 20 off, 20 OFF, all lowercase, at checkout for my home-based Notion template. This is the biggest sale I've ever done, so y'all take advantage of it. Alright, let me know in the comments, what's one thing that you need to organize better? I'd love to hear how you use Notion or want to use Notion. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more productivity and self-growth content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.